come.
I love that sticker way too much. It's way too funny. Hello, everyone. I'm back. You're not getting rid of me so easily. And I really want to start Dawntrail. Also, sorry if you hear some clanking noises of a spoon against a bowl. I am vigorously consuming a whole block of tofu for literally no reason. But yeah, so you're aware that couldn't happen. Alright. But guess what? Finally, Dawntrail! I even got a little outfit for it ready. Some of you already saw it during the accidental secret stream. Long story short, you know what? I'm gonna spill the beans on what happened. I was going to nope. Don't you dare. No. Also, look at the cute outfit. It glows. Also, Emmett's here. But look at it. What happened was I was going to test my microphone. And to properly test my microphone, I had to do a unlisted stream so someone could listen to me and tell me what needed to be changed. It's still not perfect. If you have any suggestions whatsoever, please tell me. I had to reset my entire OBS, including every single filter. And it could be that I missed some things. Please tell me if I did. But also, cute. So, the context, I got lost on my story. I was just minding my business, having a, unlisted stream, so there were no notifications or anything. You couldn't even, like, properly look for it. And then Discord decided to be a little snitch. So what happened was, on my Discord, it gave the icon that I was streaming, and people could click on my icon and get linked to the stream that way, circumventing the unlisting. So suddenly there were like 5 people all at once listening to me talk to myself for like an hour. Like, I still have the statistics of it and everything. People were there, people were talking, and I was terrified. And there was nothing to be, what's it called? Nothing there that wasn't meant to be seen, honestly. It was just me goofing around after like 10 minutes. So yeah, moral of the story. Discord is a little snitch. If you're going to test your microphone settings, do a private stream. But yeah, if I missed anything on the stream, if anything looks weird on the overlay, just tell me. I'll try to fix it, okay? But yeah, hello fuckers! Oh, nope, that's the wrong button. Fucking finally! I don't know if this is the first quest. I just saw Booklamad and I was like, yeah, this is probably it. But yeah. Alright. Welcome back, Miminu. I've just had word from Aaronville. It seems he's managed to secure passage to Tural aboard a guild ship vessel. Why don't you wait in the main hull while I go and inform your travel companions? It should only take a moment. Yeah, okay, that's probably it. That probably sums it up. Alright, where is it? Oh, it's in here. Reading in the eyes, it's coming out of my ears. I'm not registering. I should probably make this smaller. Oh, there we go. But that probably confirms it. Ah, yes, vacation time, where totally nothing will happen. It's totally just a chill vacation. Yeah, it's probably just a chill vacation. Fun summer trip. What will happen? I was like, one Rothgar. I know people are apparently very horny for the Mummel Jaw. That's all I know. That's... For the rest, I'm completely blind. Ojika gave us the good news. We've made ready to set sail at the moment's notice. The only one yet to arrive is Erenville himself. And Vuklamat? There they are! Ah, you're all here. It took some persuasion, but the Gleaner's Guild ship has granted us places aboard a vessel bound for Toral. The Mamulja thirst just protected everyone from spoiler. It's so funny. Wait. It what? It what? There's a story there. Please share. There'll be other passengers, researchers, and artisans and the like, so we'll need to share deck space. That's fine, Erenville. I doubt anyone expected we'd have a ship all to ourselves. They're not casting off just yet, so if you have any lingering concerns, now's the time to voice them. I wouldn't call it a concern, but everyone's still clear on what it is we'll be doing in Toral, yes? The whole Ascension thing? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, that honestly checks out. I mean, it literally saved me, so... Like, all I know is that there's a Mamulja and people are simping hard. That's literally all I know. The nation of Tuyalal is in the midst of deciding its next ruler. As your chosen allies, we shall assist you during the rite of succession and support your bid to become Dawn Servant. In addition to that, Afino and I have another objective. As part of its reconstruction, Garlemald seeks ways to reconcile and re-engage with its neighbors. By visiting Toral, we hope to learn more about its myriad cultures interact with one another, how they find common ground, develop stronger ties, the sort of insights that might help our friends in Ilsabard. You know what? Finally, the Scalies have done something positive for the community. But we'll pursue this goal in our own time. You can be assured that we'll give the contest all due attention. That's all I ask. Otherwise, you're welcome to do as you like. You wanted to find out about your grandfather, right, Growl? Yes, as far as we could determine from the old missive I found, he had been tasked with investigating the Golden City by your father, the Dawn Servant. Yet oddly enough, we have no record of that investigation in our archives, and nothing to explain the earring which accompanied the letter. Thus, for reasons both official and personal, I should very much like to get to the bottom of this mystery. I'm sure there will be a chance to speak with Papa. You can get your answers right from the source. I look forward to meeting him. Is that the Mamulja everyone is simping for, or is it another one? How many Mamuljas are there? Like, a couple, right? In any case, you're not the only one with an interest in the City of Gold. I really like how Wukmalat... that's a name, I'm sorry. I think my tongue just... Hold on. Oh, I actually hurt my tongue. How do you hurt a tongue? Vuklamat. I like how Vuklamat can push every single button that Erenville has. It's really funny. The Golden City is a children's bedtime story. I'm part of this expedition only because the Third Promise has commanded that I serve as guide. Still playing the part of the stoic servant, I see. I feel like Vuklamat literally has the nuclear codes for making Erenville angry. What of you? Don't you dare tell me you've changed your mind. Yeah, actually, yeah. I'm just gonna go, wait, where? I'm just gonna chill in Ultima Thule, don't mind me. Hoist sail and let the wind take us as you pleases. We won't make you dancer by standing here and talking about it. I go wheresoever adventure is to be found. You know what? Let's be dramatic. Well said. We won't get far wallowing in the shadows. Right, then if all are still committed to the journey, then I say we make ready to depart. The unison and head nod, it never gets old. Why is the music so soft though? Hello, Erneville. How are you doing today? Eager as they are, the others have already left for the arbor. We're not in danger of missing the boarding call, but perhaps we should be on our way as well. I mean, I know that peppers do it for one thing. Scalding tea is another one. Knife. Oh. What other ways are there? So we got weapon, spicy, hot. Oh, teeth.
Moment. I can feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
Oh shit, nice theme.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
Do not be so quick to relax. Oh, Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map. The vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels. Even following the safe route plotted by Admiral Boothishwin herself, this will be no pleasure cruise.
I really like how hypey the song is.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough. Disappointingly so.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
Oh, there's sound effects now?
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
Is she just gonna break the fourth wall at some point? I kind of already feel like that's the kind of thing Woklamath would do, honestly.
All aboard! We're casting off!
Oh, that dude had a really good day.
It's time. I trust you have everything you need?
That one dude who just shouted all aboard, that one really loves his job. Also, they did not have to go this hard on the theme, not gonna lie. But also, I do not trust boats anymore,
And so
considering...
does our ship cast off from the docks.
I really love Erenville's accent, by the way.
We sail west, as
Thanks,
Captain
Huck!
Brand did some 80 years past. Bound for the new world.
Aw, she's not
known
wearing
to
the
our
bunny
children
suit. What the
as the
fuck?
continent of Tural.
Aww. Aww. That would have been, like, ultimately funny. Context, custom deliveries, you can change your outfit.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me, Woklamath.
Why I look- oh wait, I was about to say, why do I look so angrily at Woklamath? Miminu is just there like, alright, young lady, get down here right now. Young lady, you're gonna get hurt if you do that. Papa said it's my turn on the... I like how Alisaie can barely look over the edge.
Smooth sailing so far?
Aye, so far so good.
Also, I've said it before, but I have to put emphasis on how much I like Erenville's accent. It's so good.
But this sea, she's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
Especially how he pronounces the T's is just very calming, I guess?
I'll take my rest while I can then.
Oh, that checks out.
We left port what seems an age ago now, and we've seen naught but open water ahead.
What do you mean he's
Toral was
finished?
far, but
He's
it's
only
another
just
thing to
begun.
really know.
I'll see myself out now, if you'll excuse me.
Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact. I was able to learn a few things about Tuliyoyo and the right of succession.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat with them yourself? I'm sure you have questions of your own.
Okay. Also, I'm loving the graphics update. I'm loving a lot of things.
Did you look out across these same waters, Grandfather?
I can't wait for the Kryl arc. Parker observes it after what happened in Stormblood. Imagine being... I don't know how to phrase it. It's, what's up, child? I can feel my edge start to dull on these long sea voyages. How about some light sparring later? Oh, this will be my first visit to Tural. Von Jintain's the name. I was working... That rhymes. Von Jintain's the name. I was working at Estame's Aesthetics in Ulda, you see. But my employment with them, came to an end. That's why I visit Charlie in the hopes of starting over. While I was attempting and failing to find a new job, I seized the chance to board this vessel when I overheard room for another passenger had suddenly opened up. Until the Dawn servant welcomes all regardless of origin, and so Tuliyoyo seemed like the perfect place to begin anew. Hopefully things will be better this time. Anyone here? Oh, hi, Kryl. Have you spoken with our shipmates? Tural is still a good distance away, and it might be pleasant to pass the time. Hold on, I wanna... Yeah! Screw you, Wuglamat, it's my turn! Oh yeah! Hold on, I wanna see if... Flying Lalafell! This is the true power of the Warrior of Light! No. My favorite Disney movie? Shit. I mean, Return to Oz is an obvious answer, but I used to love the Aristocats. And Encanto I also really like. See the sheer power of defying God themselves. I see you in Erzea before. You are you great and famous hero. Yeah, I've had enough of playing the simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain the deception, but with more of you Eorzeans coming to Tural, it's become impractical. Besides, my mercenary days are over. Too many of our war band have fallen, and so we head home to lick our wounds. My sorry? Well, since you asked, I wanted to retrace the historic journey of the Great Kettenram. You know, the first Eorzea to set foot on Tural, almost 80 years ago. The Mummeljaz leader is said to have welcomed Kettenram with open arms and sent him home with a bounty of silverware as a token of their friendship. But the real treasure was the crops he brought back. potatoes, tomatoes, and corn. Do Lalafels hail from here? Return to Oz is literally one of the best movies that's ever made. It's also just terrifying and I love it. Do Lalafels come from... Wait, what came first, the Popato or the Lala? His grand adventure led to a culinary revolution. The Tilsay Kettenram returned to Corral several times after that, but his ship vanished during his last recorded voyage. And he was never heard from again. Ooh. Even a seasoned explorer like him could meet such an end as testimony to the ocean's peril. Anyone else here? Hello? Oh my god, it's a potato! We're bringing our potato back, okay. Honestly, that kind of checks out. I'd heard Aaronville was looking for a passage to Tuyalal, so I managed to squeeze this party aboard for one of our chartered vessels. As fortune would have it, we had just scheduled an expedition to Tyrrell. Hell yeah! Is anyone here? Yep. Okay. Oh, I can just immediately leave again. You know what? I'm not feeling it. Let's just fly back to Old Chalet and how that works. An adventurer, I presume? I'm a merchant myself, based in Olda, specialty imports and exports, Eorzea and Turali both. If this is your first crossing the salt, as they say, do remember that the social mores of Eorzea are not necessarily the same as those over yonder. Consider this, it is not uncommon for the various races to be referred to instead by the names of... Oh my god, ah! Okay, the espresso's catching up to me. For the Makote, the Vressaro. The Hearthguard, the... What the fuck is that? Can someone help me? What is that? The Zabal? No, Zbral? Chabral? Sebral? Okay, that was just a Dutch accent. Sebral, fuck it. Not because every member of a given clan of the same race, mind, but because many individuals of said race are associated with that clan. A fair assumption in certain cases, but take care not to give offense. Hello, other child. I'm told this vessel has been equipped with a barrier generator to protect it from storms. A reassuring thought, though I nevertheless pray there will be no need for it. Jabral. That was close. Did you want to make a wager? We're taking bets on who will be sat next in the Dawn Servant's shiny chair. There are 4 claimants in the right of succession, your young Wuklamat being one of them, of course. But from what Mungulja Bloke was telling us, the other 3 are all strong contenders. Not too many keen to risk their coin on the 3rd promise. And that's all of them. Oh, I didn't even see Wuklamat. Hey! Deep breaths, deep breaths. You'll be fine. What's up, Kryle? Did you learn anything of interest? Oh, I hadn't heard about the clan names. We should have Wuklamat and Aaronville teach us the ones we should know about. Actually, it's getting a bit chilly up here on deck. Let's all gather in the cabin. Ooh. That's probably not good. I just realized she's still wearing heels.
Proper storm, it seems.
That means if she did not wear those heels, she literally could not look out over the sea. She's so fucking short.
How's your stomach? Any better?
Alright, who was the one who was bragging that the ride here wasn't that bad?
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick. I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Right,
Isn't
and I'm
that
the Queen
what
of England.
Seasickness is.
Erenville, you were born in Tural, yes? Do many Vieira live there?
The Shatona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaktural.
And your family?
Oh my god.
I know nothing of my father, not even his name. As for my mother,
So what we're saying is, if he starts exhibiting fatherless behavior, that's why? Because I would condone it 100%.
We're in the teeth of it now, lads. Reef that sail before the mast snaps.
Oh dear.
Only overs on watch. This wind's too strong to take in your Man falling off the mast. We need help. Get him below decks first.
Okay, gonna be honest, that Rogadin, because of the hair color, I was like, wait, is Hancock on the
Run
ship?
what aid we can.
We're not even there and there's already problems. Good start to a vacation. I mean, honestly, has there ever been like a vacation where the travel to the destination?
I've not seen the ocean rage with such fury before or since. The heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors
What dude who was...
The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself.
Man, this makes me want to take a cruise.
Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning. What an extraordinary life she must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease.
Wait, who was in charge of that? If I had to do it, who was in charge?
Ugramat, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress.
She's a little confused, but she has the spirit. Damn you, Chloe, and your weekly wondrous trails.
By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural. In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
So it was foreshadowing something. Okay. I'm not gonna think too deep into it because I will make that a problem for myself. Wait, no one came to wake me up? Wow, rude. I'm so glad I bought the Charlayan diadem. It looks so good. Alright, who's throwing glitter? But I do kind of see where the mindset of this is Stormblood but done well.
Joining us for some fresh air?
I did kind of see where it comes from. Because this is already like kind of a recreation of going to Kugane with the ship. But executed way better. Whereas Stormblood was like, oh no, here's a dungeon. We'll never mention anything about this dungeon again. Here they're like, oh, there's a storm, and immediately just go on, but also be like, oh, there's overthinking in here. Ooh.
Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground.
It feels like it's throwing more crumbs than... I'm trying to think of a good way of explaining it. It feels like it's like both Stormblood and Dawntrail feel like they're throwing crumbs, but the crumbs in Stormblood felt like they were in Hansel and Gretel where the birds ate them all because they literally addressed nothing of the things in Stormblood ever again. And I can't obviously judge Dawntrail just now, considering I've been playing this for not even 30 minutes. But they're already like, ooh, this is a surprise tool that could help us later. Like, Siren's Song was amazing! Like, that's the problem as well with Stormblood. The bosses were amazing. The dungeons, hit or miss, but they looked cool. But the story was just tell, don't show. So I do have a bit of hope that they kind of learn from that and are going for more show, don't tell. Which felt like they were kind of hinting at with the storm. And Everville being like, ooh, it was like a perfect prelude, ooh.
Ugh. Can't be much farther now, can it?
I mean, hard dungeons would be cool. Oh my god! Boobies! Boobies! Boobies!
Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
Boobies!
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in watching the landing.
Georgie, you don't understand. There were blue-footed boobies in the sky. And I will take any opportunities to share boobies at stream. That should not come as a surprise, honestly. You know me personally.
Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliola's coasts. Come.
I mean, wouldn't you scream boobies the first chance it's acceptable to? Also, fuck, I'm so late with starting Dawntrail.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Ha! We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway.
Hold on, I need to get the visual representation of Vuklamat on the screen. Hold on. Because there was this meme I saw a while back where it's like, yeah, Vuklamat is pretty much just this image. There we go. I honestly believe it now. I see it. I see it. There's like one brain cell going on in her head, and every time it hits a corner, she goes, yay. There's not even a thought, she just goes, yay.
If anything, it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm.
I mean, this is the earliest I've started, but that's not really a high bar considering the other one I'm technically closest to was Endwalker, and there's a couple of years.
As a matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Then I better not let you down. Easy, stomach. Easy.
We get her some water?
We're the last to board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
Ah, my eyes! I looked away for a second. I looked back, the screen's white. Oh, ow.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Is this where that one meme came? Yeah, there it is. The very sinister looking firefly.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
Oh, I still remember the the benchmark with Hildebrand. There it is.
Look, my friends.
There it is.
Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
There we go. Smooth Jess? Smooth Jess? Holy shit. Oh, that's... I love it! I mean, Soken says it's a genre he's never really touched before, but Aramnesis Anadur is there, and that's one of my favorite tracks in the game, aside from freshly glazed porksies. That one's just
I've
iconic.
seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
Is that a... No.
Vanu?
I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tulihiola are still few and far between.
Like, I was about to say that Soken is like an absolute god when it comes to music for obvious reasons. but he is especially good at, what's it called? Also, let me up the Final Fantasy volume just a little bit. This work. Come on, you stupid thing. That's a bit loud. I think this is good? Let me know if it needs to be any louder or softer. I can't really judge from my point of view. It's just a little bar and I'm very poor at judging this kind of stuff. Yeah, I understand Dunes folks and Plains folks and oh, it's not loud? Okay. Thank you for telling me. Like, I genuinely cannot hear this stuff myself, so... Is this better? Just gonna up it by 8 decibels in total because... There we go. Is this it? Lowlanders, I think you know where you're getting confused. That's another way of saying Netherlands. Like, that's the literal translation of Netherlands when you're going like that. Neder means low. Alright.
And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
But yeah, again, if there's ever something wrong with my stream, like anything at all, like it can be like me missing something on the screen, a sound being too loud, a sound being too quiet, me being too loud, me being too quiet, certain sounds, I don't care, tell me. I really want to improve. Thank you.
Mamuja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
Okay. There's a question I have to ask though, like, not in the spoily way, like, avoiding spoilers, of course, because, you know, it's a new expansion. But, am I going to have to deal with hear me outs? And that can be either conventionally attractive, or what regulars know is my quote-unquote taste. In other words, is there a fall 3? Is there a fall 3? That's what I'm fishing for.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Yes!
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out or...
Kyle, I think Charlene, like, traumatized her. Oh, definitely. Okay. Okay. Also, look at poor Kryl. She's literally been traumatized by Charlene bureaucracy.
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
I mean, having semi-royalty hasn't helped us in Charlene that much. It actually kind of worked against our advantage.
You are outsiders? Visitors to Tural?
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next Dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tuli Yolal?
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
I mean, I can see where the simping comes from with the Mumblejaw, considering they're weirdly ripped. Like, can we just... Dude's got some biceps.
Please, accept our apologies.
If all of them are like this, I can understand.
No need to bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part? Anyway, first things first.
I mean, I can kind of understand where that part's coming from. She's giving... Yay. I hold on, I don't know how to describe this, but it's like... Hold on, brain's starting off. Checking the time. Oh, okay, yeah. The moment I started stream, I took my meds. They take about 45 minutes to load. Yeah, okay, yay. But she's giving... I really don't know how to explain it, but... It's giving against the grain royalty. She's literally just giving yay. I don't know how else to explain it. She's giving yay, and I love her for it. she's a little confused, but she has the spirit. What do you mean? Just because I forget a lot.
Welcome to Tulihyolal.
Awesome! Where's the Aetherite? What do you mean that feels weird? Just because I forget them like 90% of the time doesn't mean I can't take them. Also, I need y'all to notice the Google earring. It's one of my favorite pieces. Aetherite separation. I learned my lesson from Stormblood. I have learned my lesson from Stormblood. Oh my god, a poo-poo. And a fat guy. And Nemesis died through. Hello, kids. What an amazing city, as lively as Ul'dah and even more colorful. I can't wait for it to turn day so I can see buds. Oh, that's Aerosea time. Never mind. Local time, server time. Aerosea time? Yeah, Aerosea time is the right one. According to Erenville, the Vanu I thought I saw belongs to a clan known as the Hanu. It seems they share more than a physical resemblance. Also, sorry in advance if I mispronounce anything. I am trying. I am really trying. I am just extremely stupid. Like, I am trying. If I get it wrong, tell me. I wonder what kind of trouble those soldiers are expecting. It's so nice to feel that familiar breeze again. I wasn't sure my stomach would make it. Well, despite the storm's efforts to the contrary, here we are safe. Here we are, safe and sound. I mean, it is always... You have arrived in Toyalal. You can return to the city at any time by speaking with the sprightly sailor in Scholar's Arbor in Old Charlayan. Imagine missing... Ah, yeah. Don't know why it just turned into Yoda, but... Hey, a weapon! I mean, it's lower than I currently have, but... I'll take it. I'll take it. Give me that. But it's always the traveling to and from the vacation that's the most traumatizing part of the of the trip. Let's just put it. I dare say it's more stressful. It's like the combination of every single bit of stress you've had in the time leading up to the vacation that you've needed a vacation, and then in that exact moment all of the stress just kind of unleashes in the travel because you're like, oh god, if I don't make this, I'm going to miss the one vacation I've been looking forward to this entire time. Right then, first things first. Let's don't worry, Buklama, this isn't the first time we've dealt with some travel sickness. Poor Oriange and Thancred, where are they? No reports for a while. Is this why we didn't see Wuklamat when she came off the ship into Old Charlayan? Is that why? She just immediately collapsed. Then it cut to her being fine again, so Aaronville could introduce us. Was that the reason? I realize we've just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the Rite of Succession begins. Wait, we're going straight to the Rite of the Rite of Succession? It's not just a big lead-up thing? Are we gonna start with the Rite of Succession, or is that like the end goal? I don't know. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? Oh shit! Oh, that's actually really cool. Because I was kind of worried, not gonna lie. Like, what's you can tell exactly when the meds are working and when aren't because I lose all of my words. But, when the teasers happen at the end of the patches, there's that one patch cutscene where you see Oriange and Thancred being like, oh, we're gonna fight against them in the Rite of Succession. And I was like, oh, are they going to be villains? Like, that would be cool, but also that feels kind of wrong, I guess? I don't know how to explain it. It looks like, it feels cool, but it would also feel like a long thing. It would be cool in like the grand scheme, but I feel like it would be kind of infuriating in the gameplay, if that makes sense. Oh, okay. Aha, we were wondering who these strange folk were. So the Third Promise has found herself some new followers then. Also, I think I know how to explain Wuklamat. It's when you take every single character from Fairy Tail, like the anime, not the Grimm, not Hansken, like the anime Fairy Tail, and just kind of smush them all together into one person, but only like the people from the Guild Fairy Tail. Like just smush all of them together, but forget Erza. Aha, we were wondering who these strange folk were, so the Third Promise has found herself some new followers then. Followers. Wuklamat, are you unwell? Cocknipped. I like how you... I like how you said cocknipped, then tried to fix it by saying cocknipped. Honestly, would I recommend anime like the anime Fairy Tail? I'd say like watch a bit of it, and if you find it really interesting, just kind of look stuff up about it, because it's pretty good, but it does have a lot of like seasonal decay, I guess I say. Words are hard. What do you think I'm doing right here? I've been saying like and for the last 10 minutes. And I'm going on a tangent about an anime that I haven't watched in 10 years. It was my first anime. I was bullied relentlessly. I still have like... Oh, this was actually really cute. This is one of the cute moments from my childhood. I know, absolutely insane. But way back in the day, I had a birthday, and for my birthday, I decided I wanted to go to Amsterdam, because in Amsterdam, there's this store called Henk. I know, amazing name. They sell anime shit. I love Henk. I love Henk. I still do. Whenever I go to Amsterdam, first thing I... Ooh, pardon me. First thing I do, go to Henk. Also, there's a bunch of boba tea in that street. It's like the entire, like, Asia district. That's that street. Love it there. And for my birthday, I wanted to go to Amsterdam and pick out something in in Hank. And what I got was, what was it? It was the keys that Lucy has, like the Zodiac keys. But it had like all 12 of them and some of the silver ones as well. I was so happy, and I still have those somewhere. I think I'm... Oh, I know exactly where they are. They're hanging from my ceiling in my childhood bedroom. Like, I really loved looking at them, and I have that issue with object permanence. Turns out that was autism. Or ADHD, one of the two. And those keys were like my prized possessions, and I would take like sewing thread and I would glue an end of the thread to the ceiling and to like shelves and all that stuff, and dangle the keys from that. And yeah, sometimes they fell right on top of me. For some reason, they always fell exactly on top of me. It happened 2 times. They never fell beyond that, just those 2 times straight on my head. How? I don't know. But not at all. Couldn't be better. The third promise does not get seasick, no sir. As for my hand-picked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the right of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. That sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Ernville, you okay? Your siblings have a tendency to commend a respectful distance. But you're just so easy to approach. I mean, what does ADHD truly stand for? It stands for awesome dude, head cannons, awesome dude, head cannons, dopamine. I don't know. I want that on a shirt. Awesome dude, head cannons, dopamine. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Please, don't ever worry that you're a bother to me. You know what? I like Wuklamat in this scenario, because I also just like when people approach me for no reason. You could come at me with the dumbest shit, and I would be like, oh my god, you're talking to me. Whoa. I'm very easy like that, no gonna lie. They did have a point. Wuklamat is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person of her station surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean technically? I suggest we move in 2 groups as to attract less attention. Just technically ignore me then, huh? Miminu, you and Kral can come with me. I'll take the twins then. We'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. That voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have time enough for that. Okay, I know it. Wuklamat feels like the embodiment of autism in the best way possible. Like, it feels like someone who has like a good grip on coping with it, even if they're not aware of it. The voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have time enough for that. Enjoy your wanderings. Trial? Perhaps we should wait a bit. At least until Wuklamat's nausea subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. And then she just topples over. prophecy. Hello, Kyle. Tuyalal isn't going anywhere. Let's give Wuklamat a little more time. I'm fine now, really. Can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself. Also, the daytime music is about to kick in. What with the contest looming and all. Now, then, seeing as we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbor. Erinville already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see any big ships. Different things. Very different things. Emperor's New Groove. I fucking love the Emperor's New... How did I forget the Emperor's New Groove existed? That's literally my favorite goddamn Disney movie. I love Yzma. Yzma is literally my favorite Disney villain. And that's saying something because Hades exists. Hades exists. And yet I still think Yzma is better. I love the Emperor's New Groove. I also really like the soundtrack because it has like... I forgot which genre it goes into, but I like it a lot. Oh, I'm losing sight. Hold on. Ooh! Anemia, why? Oh. 1 minute. Oh. Mountain Dew solves everything. Hold on. I literally can't believe. Why am I saying literally so much? That is my go-to word if I forget what I'm saying and I need a little bit of extra time to think of the sentence. That's like a perfect tell for me, by the way. If you ever see me say like or literally, this works on a lot of people, by the way. If they say like or literally, they just need that extra millisecond to think of what they actually want to say. So it's not just them being like totally like, oh my god, y'all, I'm totally like feeling good about this adventure so far. They're just trying to think of something to say. So go easy on them. It's annoying, I know, but I also do it so I can't judge. Oh, there we go. Ooh, oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, this is literally music from the Emperor's New Groove. This sounds like Run Llama Run. This is literally Run Llama Run. I swear, up and down. Look it up after the stream. Run Llama Run. Exact same song. I love it. I love that song so much. There's a electro swing cover of it. I play that all the time. It's legitimately one of my favorite songs on my playlist. I'm doing it. If you have the time, I implore you, look it up. It's so good. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay. Mostly small fishing boats or barges ferrying cargo up and down the rivers from inland settlements. Hell yeah! Much of the incoming traffic is from Dawntrail, the southern landmass. The clans there produce various goods for export. Their wares are unloaded here and carted off to the merchant stalls in the neighboring markets. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. Wuklamat and Kryl are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. Oh, you're accompanied? Yeah, I know this from Endwalker. Alright, let's go, Emmett, Wuklamat, and Kryl! Let's go! Let's go, lesbians! Let's go! I know, right? But also, I legitimately can't believe that I forgot the Emperor's New Groove existed. I am not kidding, and I am not over-exaggerating when I was saying that is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's about on the same tier as Return to Oz, but that movie is just iconic on how creepy it is. Wandering around the city is so exciting, and familiar wonders everywhere we look. Also, wow. It really is Rat Salad Honey in how much color there is. I really like that. This is Bayside Bevy, Tuyolal's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbor, everything from fresh fish to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. Oh right, I should mention that here in Tuyolal we buy things with Pel, a currency that the Pelu Pelu created. But don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Erosera, so most shops are happy to accept your guild. There's also Vakumikimiki? I do not know if I pronounced that right, and I'm so sorry. Another market to the east of here, but that can wait to another time. We have other places I want to show you first. Next we'll head back a bit, then northwards up the stairs to a certain plaza. I can't wait to see the look on your faces. This way? Oh, these stairs. Also, are you listening to the... Are you listening to the normal version from the OST of the Empress New Groove, or are you listening to the Electro Swing remix? They're both extremely good. Washu? Oh, so... I already forgot the full name, I'm sorry. That's... I mean, if I imagine a hard S... That's pretty much a in Dutch. What do you think of that, eh? It's really pretty. Goodness me, you have Aetherites in Tuyolal? I think I told you before, but my brother Kwana spent 3 years studying in Charleyan. Oh, so the chew sound. So what Shumikimik? I'm still mispronouncing. I'm sorry. I'm trying, I swear. He fell in love with the nation and its ways and brought back to us the knowledge of Aetherite construction. Papa warmed to the idea at once, had one built immediately. Did you do the tuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down and again and then up the slope to the side. Right at the top of the gate, which leads to Zaktorel. Let's make a stop at Bright Plume Post on the way, though. That's the headquarters of the Lance Guard. Okay. But yeah, legitimately, if I ever mispronounce a name, I am just extremely stupid, point it out to me. I'm not doing it with any ill intent. I have mispronounced my own name. I have mispronounced everything. It could be the easiest name in existence. I'll find a way. I once knew someone named Dylan. Want to know how I first pronounced it? On complete accident, they told me the name verbally. I called him Dylan. I don't know how. We have lots of narrow winding steps that crawl up the sides of the mountain. As you can see, though, the builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. Trudging up and down all these slopes and stairs is exhausting. I understand now where Wicklamat gets her endless endurance. Also, it doesn't really help that where Lalafels isn't Crow. Also, why are you floating? Crow? Crow? Crow, not to alarm you. You okay? Crow? My girl's at level 110 Pictomancer. But yeah, Dilan was literally what I accidentally called them once. Oh, but also the story I was talking about before, that how traveling to a vacation is usually more stressful. It's so stressful that you need a vacation before. Oh. Words! Words! But yeah. The travel to the vacation can sometimes be so exhausting. And also travel away from the location. Like, when I went on vacation, like, a month or 2 or so, I don't even remember. Time is blurred together. When I went there, I came back and the travel back was so... what's a nice way of putting it? Chaotic, that the first thing I said when I came back in the country was, I need another vacation. Like, everything that could go wrong went wrong, and it was just, ugh. Here we are, Bright Bloom Post. The soldiers stationed here were responsible for defending Tuyalal and preserving the peace. The lands guard are held by the nation's strongest warriors, and so naturally Papa has commended them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago, when Zaralja took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to... Well, I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Afino and Alize should be around to hear it too. Come then, it's time to I showed you the Skygate. It's right at the northern end of Talon March. Also, poor Gratia being shelved. I just remembered. Poor guy wanted the adventure, but he's outstationed for the Baldesian Annex. I mean, he was the one who wanted to do that, he said. Traveling is... Like you had to stand in line for... That's a big-ass gate, damn! Massive, isn't it? Taking the words right on my mouth, Buklamat. And on the other side is an equally large bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Yokhui. Do they still exist? Are we going to meet them? Strictly speaking, Tural is actually 2 separate continents. Yoktural, the settled lands of the Mother, and Zaktural, the... Chaktural? Was that how they pronounce the X's in this place? Chuck? I'm gonna say Chuck. I'm hoping that's good. He's... What did he ever do? What did Grahatia ever do? Aside make me cry horribly in Ultima Thule. That part is... Chaktural, the northern lands of the Father, which lie beyond the bridge. Legends say it used to be one great landmass, but long ago the 2 gods fought a titanic battle, and when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating as to split the continent in twain. A familiar sounding tale. I am put in mind the conflict between Hydaelyn and Zodiark. But getting back to Chaktural, those lands are also part of the Tuyalal nation, correct? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of 2 continents into a single nation. The many clans of Tural had been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the lands to put a stop to their myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. Alright, who's the problem, child? But I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. Careful, Miminu, your ass I'm showing. Crossing the bridge to Chaktural requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the rite of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawn Servant, but until then, you'll just have to wait. I'll hold you to that. Then I'll make sure you win, mark my words. I wish we could go there right now. You know what? Bet. Bet. Feel like I have to knock on wood, but you really mean that? Huh. Woe to anyone who stands between you and adventure. Yeah, honestly, the Warrior Flight is quite literally an unstoppable force at this point. What's the god death counter at? Do we only, well, 2 if we're counting quote-unquote gods. But if we count the primals, how many is that? Do we count the optionals? I'd count the optionals. How many trials? Oh yeah. I swear, those drums are going to be my lifeblood. Tired from all this walking? Take a moment to rest and we'll continue the tour. Oh right, Zeromus technically counts as a god. We must have covered half the city by now. Tuyal is unlike any other place I've visited. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Hold on. Behold, can opening ASMR. Beautiful. My belt no longer failed to set out, and honestly, I don't want it to, because it sounds good and I'm not going to open every single can on stream. So like, y'all would mind if I open a can every once in a while, right? Like, it's not even enough, just like once every 3-4 streams. And with my frequency of streaming lately, y'all ain't hearing another can open for a long time. Well, I'm trying to change it. It's working. I'm cracking open a cracking open a boy with the cold ones. Also, there's gonna be another drunk stream soon. Mark my words. Not because, like, not for bad reasons. I got plenty of those. Don't worry. But also drunk stream because I really want to play like those edutainment games meant for 6-year-olds. But I feel like I'm kind of out of that age category. So I'm gonna have to dumb myself down a little bit. We'll head west next, towards the Arch of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. Also, let's see what happens if I down my 7th to 9th shot of espresso of the day. I mean, personality-wise, I'm right there. But I feel like I'm a little bit too, far gone to properly be in that. You have dirigibles too, right? Tuyal certainly doesn't want for methods of travel. Well, I certainly have the spending habits of a 6-year-old, let's be honest. What is a dirigible? Also, I have the sense of humor of a 6-year-old. No, wait, that's a 10-year-old. Shit! We goodbye. Now, if you've seen enough of this area, let me know and we'll continue on. Another accompanying? The Arch of the Dawn is on the other side of the city, so speak of if you see something that interests you as we walk. And there we go again. Woo! I already got that either right? Yeah. Should be. Also, I just realized this place is massive. Look at how slow. Wait, Peloton. I forget Desert has Peloton. I'm really not better than Hitlerdeus in Tice's Hyperborea. What's a Peloton? Ooh. Glowy spot, make brain go brr. Also, you can't make me get rid of the Yemet minion. He's here with us. He's gonna stay with us. I'm still struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of the mountain. This was originally the site of a Yokoi temple. The giants built it when they were first creating the bridge to Dawntrail, to appease the gods who slumbers in the great ocean trench. Is that foreshadowing? How much of this is foreshadowing? After the Yokoi withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries. So when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace. Also, damn, the music slaps! Oh, my voice is cracking so much. Ooh. After the Yokoi withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries, so when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically in the center of Tyrell. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Toyalal. If we climb these sets of stairs here, all the way up. Ugh. Okay, the smiley says this is this way, right? But the music. I should probably get this out of the way, I can't see shit. Ah! Ah! Fuck! Well, back we go. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever seen this much fall damage in any city-state, and that is including Kugana Tower. I've never managed to climb that bitch. I got like halfway up, absolutely failed the leap of faith thing, and just said, nah, it's not worth it. If I really want a painting from Stormblood, I'll just buy one. If they went through the trouble to get that one lookout point, they deserve the gale. This place, right? Also, ooh, is this the castle? Ooh. It literally is Stormblood, but executed better. Papa's palace is called Volok Shunsa, which roughly translates to Invincible Resilience. Ugh. Oh, my throat. It's killing. You probably want to take a close look, but we'll be coming back here later. Let's move on for now. The sheer scale of this palace is incredible. I wonder what that carving at the top represents. I have no idea. But I am tempted. I am tempted. Nah. I'm a good noodle. I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. Because there's one thing I really want to give Dawntrail praise for this far. It's that the scale feels way bigger. Like, not in a, the story is gonna be way grander, or like, none of that, but more of the locations feel like real locations, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I'm trying to think of how to phrase it better, because I feel I don't do it justice. But it feels like they got the scaling down, if that makes sense. Wherein a lot of the areas in the game, like, especially oh, those drums get me every time. Ooh. Also, don't mind me talking, but grander. Now Ultimate Tool doesn't suffer from this problem, but for a lot of the areas, and especially, I could do a whole video documentary on this shit, but to summarize it, a lot of the areas feel smaller than what they're supposed to be. And they've been trying to find a balance in that category for a while now, because Heavensward's maps were honestly too big. Like, they had the perfect scale for what the concept art had. It's literally Goldilocks and the Three Bears, what I'm talking about. Heavensward had really big, grander-than-life maps, but it also really struggled with filling out the space of the map. Like, it was a proper location, but to travel anywhere in Heavensward just felt like a chore, because you couldn't really look at cool stuff while going there. It was just white plains or slightly less white plains. It was really big, and it really had that wow the first time you see it. But that's also the last time you say wow at a Heavensward map. Especially Ajisla. Ajisla was so big, and it takes so long to get anywhere on that map. It's so cool, but it's also driving me insane having to go there for fate hunting for the Yokai Watch and Resistance weapon. Never again. Never again. I say as I probably have to do it because I didn't even do the Yokai Watch event properly. I didn't want to. And the Aetherites, yeah. But that was the big problem with Heavensward. I love the maps. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it was like one of those things where you're like, eh. And then Stormblood also had pretty much the same issue, not gonna lie, where the maps were very big, but there was nothing in them. There was so little in that map. The locks, I don't remember practically anything from the maps. There was nothing that properly stood out, and having to go around with the tribal quests, or actually any quest, it just felt so big and empty. And then Shadowbringers went the complete opposite way. Like, it's understandable that the maps were smaller because, you know, 90% or so of the world got engulfed in light. So there's not going to be that much space anyway, but a lot of the locations were described as way bigger than they actually are in the game. And my favorite example for that to use is the Raktika Greatwood. Especially with how aggressive the tribes are to one another, like the Fanau of Viera. Literally being in walking distance from the Knights Blessed. Shadowbringers was really cool with the color palettes as well. That was really cool. But I swear, like, the maps were incredible. I really liked Shadowbringers. Like, Shadowbringers is not still my favorite expansion because of how well-paced the story was. Aside from the trolley, but we didn't talk about the trolley. Like, not to say that Endwalker and Heavensward and all those are not good. I love Endwalker. I love Heavensward. But Shadowbringers just had hit after hit after hit after hit. It made me cry. Endwalker 2. Really hard. Even harder, even. But, yeah. Shadowbringers was just perfectly rounded up. In Dawntrail, well, they also do that in Endwalker. I mean, Trolley was kind of funny. it was a little bit of a breather before the big finale. Because the rest of the story is just big thing happening, time to rest, never mind, psych! Dawntrail kills people! Hell yeah! So the trolley, in that regard, alright. But yeah, as I was saying, some of the... Ooh, hold on, my site's gone again. A lot of the Shadowbringers maps had this thing where they didn't feel to scale. They were still amazing, but I have a really hard time believing that the Knights Blessed lived a literal minute walk away from the Fanal hunters. That's what I'm kind of trying to go at with that. The scaling was off. It didn't take away of anything, but it does feel like in Dawntrail, especially with... Let me just... With how big this is, that they kind of understand that a bit better now. Just look at how big it is, and it feels like it's a proper layout. In a good way. In a really good way. It still feels like there's a lot of open spaces. Like, I like Old Charlatan, but it also kind of had this issue. Just a little bit, but the area to the right of the main plaza feels really well thought out and it's really cute. It is a little bit repetitive, but it feels like a proper place. It doesn't feel as big as it's supposed to represent, but with like the spaghetti goat and all that stuff, completely understandable. But on the left side, so where the studium and the library and everything is, there's this big open kind of foresty area. Why is it there? It's just there. There's one side quest in that whole area. And it just kind of fell out of place, if that makes sense. It also kind of suffered from having too much space for its own good. It was still good. But that one foresty area was like, why do I have to walk through this every time to get to the library? Because there's only one aetheryte in that area as well. Yeah, I can kind of understand that it's supposed to be a university campus. I just wish it had a bit more going on, if that makes sense. It wasn't bad by any means. It's just me having some wishful thinking, you know? Gotta have something you want, right? Oh, my Dutch is leaking, I'm sorry. It feels very big. I realize I'm doing the Dutch thing where I have to complain about every little thing. It's not me trying to be negative about things just in case. It's not me being negative about things. It's this I guess cultural thing where you want something to be the best it can be. And the Dutch is getting explained to be very blunt for some reason. We're not even that blunt! What are you talking about? Okay, everyone. By all means, prove me wrong on things that the Dutch are blunt about. Like, you gotta have something to complain about. That's where the people get their connections from. You need to complain about something together. Like the weather. Like it being 28 degrees and still storming like absolute crazy. What the fuck is that? Today. But also, this is gonna be a request from me. If you have any examples of Dutch people being super blunt, be it me being someone else, please share it because I want to hear that. I want to have a good bit of self-mockery here. I need that mirror. I need that mirror. So this is the Resplendent Quarter. What manner of people live here? Are we gonna get a quarters here? Oh, we have residents from all the Dawntrail clans. Mamulja, Chibral, Pelu Pelu, Moblin, Hanu Hanu. We also have Tonawata, Yatsado. Is that a yeah sound for the double H? Yatsado. And Shetona, who moved south from their ancestral lands in Chapteral. In essence, it's a gathering of people from every corner of Pearl. A true representation of Tuyalal's diverse character. The adornments of each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's also beautiful. I'm glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs. But yeah, I'm generally trying. It is like really cool. Jetsaro. So it is like the J sound kit. That big drum there is called the Dawn Herald. They played for formal occasions like when honoring the Land's Guard's return from a dangerous duty. I tried hitting it with my axe once and ripped the skin. Earned me a proper scolding, let me tell you, and that was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. There's not a single thought in Wuklamat's brain, and I love her for that. I've never seen such an enormous drum. What would one even use to beat such an instrument? Wait, where's the drum? Hold on, where's the drum? Where's the drum? Where is it? Drum? I don't think I can see it from this angle. Oh, that drum. Oh, I'm not dumb. Well, I am. I'm very dumb. That's my entire character motivation here. I am dumb. I feel like I should do that Lalafell Dora the Explorer cosplay. Because honestly, I feel like we're gonna need it. I have no object permanence or spatial awareness. I need to be Dora around this place. I've never seen such an enormous drum. What would one even use to beat such an instrument? Ooh. Oh. Smooth jazz. I've been talking a lot. I'm so sorry. Wait, where's... In the right way? Oh, I'm gonna talk to the alpaca. Beautiful example of me just not knowing how to pronounce words no matter how normal they are. Someone like 3 streets down has alpacas. Welcome if it's an alpaca you need. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, my poor throat. Edit that. Oh, I didn't grab that. Oh, did I grab that? I don't think I did. Well, that's a problem for off-stream me. And here are dirigibles. I still don't know what that word means. Can someone Google it for me, please? Not bad, eh? I hear other nations use airships to sail the kites, but you'll only find Baloos in Tuyalal. We have them for the exact same reason as the Aetherites. Juana brought back the plans from Charlene, and Papa thought them fantastic and commissioned their construction. This was about 3 years ago? The Hindenburg? Oh, Zeppelins. Oh, just flying aircrafts, basically. Since that time, we've added supplies to other settlements. Trade with frontier communities has never been easier. But that's enough about dirigibles. The Arch of the Dawn awaits. I'm gonna grab that because that's so far away from everything else. I'm just gonna... City of Stern. I just went past that one, right? Farad Cabins. Hello, Ethernet shot. Don't mind if I take you with me. And now we're gonna Peloton because I just remembered that existed. I feel like since I've now heard the word dirigibles, I'm going to see that word literally everywhere now. Do y'all ever have that where you learn a new word and suddenly that word is everywhere? Even at places it's not supposed to be and people just start using it all the time? I hope that's like an experience everyone has. This is it, the Arch of the Dawn. When the Giants were still here, it was known as the Dawntrail Landgate. But when Papa founded Tuyalal, everyone began using its present name in honor of his great achievement. Through this gate is Kozamaoka, the wetlands south of the city. Depending on what the Rite of Succession asks of us, we might end up going in that direction. Kozamaoka. The name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? The alpacas? They're cute! Those are alpacas. Fearsome four-legged fiends. Wait, does Wuklamat have beef with alpacas? Does she have beef with... I can understand it, like I have a massive amount of beef with flamingos, but... Fucking love this, this is... Fearsome four-legged fiends. Fearsome? They seemed quite placid to me. Oh, flamingos? Well, how the fuck do they get that pink? How do they keep standing? Why is there always this big group of flamingos everywhere? Why are they so pink? What are they doing there? Why are they just standing there menacingly? I might have to give a little bit more context. Because I actually have a little bit of a fear of flamingos, and how that started was a, there used to be this, ongoing joke that I had, where I would write a screenplay for a basic 21 Jump Street, but they're in a zoo. And the running gag would be that they're absolutely... Like, it would be like 2 security guards being absolutely high in the zoo and they have to find their way out of the zoo. It's Night at the Museum meets 21 Jump Street meets a zoo. Penguins of Madagascar. Fuck it, I don't know any zoo movies. So the running gag for that was that the people who were high in the zoo were absolutely terrified of flamingos. So I kept making jokes on how flamingos were like the most terrifying, unnatural creatures imaginable. And I started believing it. So I accidentally Pavloved myself into hating flamingos. But yeah, you'll learn soon enough, Growl. You'll learn soon enough. But forget the alpacas. Those damn things. Wait, was it alpacas or llamas that spit? Because if they spit, I do genuinely understand it. That's terrifying. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. Do they both spit? I don't know. Hello, you two. Long time no speak. Are the pillars that Wuklama wanted? Are these the pillars? Are these pillars what Wuklama wanted to show us? If you wish to learn the history of Tuyalal, then look no further. These stone pillars, you mean? What is special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they might look like ordinary stone decorations, but if you take a really good look, you'll see they're something much more interesting. There's engravings on top of them with tails, aren't there? Yeah! Hell yeah! The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty-finder registrations. Which? Oh boy, lore. Ooh. Also, I gotta say, I feel like the island sanctuary was a little bit of a test for Terrell? Pictures? Wait, no, these are glyphs. It feels like the island sanctuary was a little bit of a play test for the styling, I guess? They seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed Mamaljan. Oh, then this must be... Oh, that's what the engraving on top of the castle is. That's right, it follows the exploits of my father, Gulul Chacha, and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tuyalal Saga. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged, all immortalized in stone. Also, you can hear my voice dying, I feel. There's no better way to learn how Tuyalal came to be. Study them as long as you like. Oh. Hey, look. I would call her Wookiee, but that's Star Wars. Like, it's a cute little nickname, like Wookiee, but I haven't heard her make the noise yet, so I can't call her that. She's halfway there, though. She's a furry. The 4 stones closest to us cover the first half of Papa's travels. Let's start with those. The pillars... This pillar tells the lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer, Ket something. I can never remember the name. You and me both, sis. What's a name? You mean Ketenram? Ah, that's the one. Ketenram's arrival in Tural is what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. It's said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit, if not in blood. But no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. I feel like his boat sinking is not the whole story. Ketenram's disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea as well. The records say he traveled between our land and yours for a while, but then it's assumed he was lost at sea. I don't think that's the full story. Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is a story of when Papa visited the Hanu in their village of Kozamauka. Ah, the people of Fano almost mistook for Vanu, if not for the colorful plumage. Plumage? I know that word, I just don't know how to pronounce it. You spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu, among us, in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are a bright and cheerful sort. They hold this one festival every year, very famous and a lot of fun. I wonder if we'll see it. Let's see. This one is Delay of the Pots, which depicts the moblins of Kozamaoka. They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silver work they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. Oh, so they're like the goblins. And the... I forgot what they're called. Hold on. I forgot the name of it. Shit. They're in... What was it? Outer Lanasha? They're the ones that summoned Titan. I forgot their name. Because I don't think they're the goblins, right? There was another name for them. The kobolds! That's the bitches! Goblins was the first equivalent of the kobolds. That was what I was confused with. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. Clearly the Vanu aren't the only people with distant Tirali counterparts. Hold on, what happens if I click on Wuklamat again? The 4 stories cover... Posters cover the first half of Papa's Travels. Let's start with those. She gonna say the same thing over and over, or is the dialogue gonna change? Aww. It would have been really funny if she just started spouting about completely other things. It's like, could you stop clicking on me, please? I feel like Wuklamat would be one of those characters that breaks the fourth wall and would get away with it. This one recounts the Lady of her past. As you can probably tell, the figure depicted here is of the Shabal, like me. Chabal. For decades, the Chabal and Amamulja were at war to control the forest of Yaktel. The actions Papa took to end the conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Tuyalal. There's a clan of Hrothgar in Bolja known as Helians. In their society, the women rule as queens, and the men serve as devoted subjects. Yet here in Chabal, men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with occasion. If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. Yes, please. Alright, what do you have to say? And these four comprise the rest of the saga. The Lay of Gold. This pillar shows one of the Pelu Pelu, whose homeland is in Ukopacha. I'm on Urchopacha? I don't know. I'm trying. Having created our currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the Merchant Clan. They oversee Toyalal's markets, and their traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tyrell. So all the pillars also show the different races here. Huh. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beaked masks, they are clever and calculating traders. Are these the Lalas? Are these the fucking Lalas? This is literally Shadowbringers with the masks and everything. Cha-cha, real smooth. Take it back now. The Lalas. Oh, it's a new race. Oh. And now we wait 5 years for these to be added as a playable race. Oh, this one's my favorite, the Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle bit with the legendary Tural Fidral. Valigarmanda. I should explain. A Tural Fidral is a creature that lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to preternatural power. Oh, so kind of like the auspices in Gugane, right? Right? Tataru described the... There we go! The Far Eastern auspices in a similar fashion. Could this be the same phenomenon? Valigarmanda itself was dubbed the Sky Ruin, a name earned from the destruction and terror it visited upon Tyrell every time it stirred from its slumber. But 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidral and sealed it away in the Ukapacha Mountains. Despite its reputation, however, Valigarmanda is also a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeness in Tugalal's national emblem and adorning the banners at the palace. Oh, this one's unmarked. Papa says he left a blank pillar for the next chapter of Tugalal's history, whatever that might be. And the Lay of Proof. Ah, the Lay of Proof. That big fellow is of the Yokhui, the largest of Tural's peoples. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Yogg-Tural. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, they then turned northwards, setting their sights on Chak-Tural. You'll recall that massive bridge they built beyond the Skygate. Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they'd conquered and withdrew into the mountains of Ukapacha. I've never seen any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. This was a people with the power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on a mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What could move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Turali history? Had you fellow story then? Yes, thank you. Oh, the happy music. Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprises there, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while. But now I think I'm ready to eat again. So let's go and have ourselves a bite of local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. I like the sound of that. Is she already gone? Oh, no, never mind, she's right there. From that angle, it just kind of looked like she disappeared. There wasn't a shadow or anything. I grabbed that one, right? Hey, I'll check just to be sure. Oh, that's going to be annoying, that one. I'm not gonna get it right now, though. Hello, little shot. There we go. Okay. Also, oh my god, my poor throat. What a lovely establishment. I'm reminded of the Bismarck in Limsa Laminsa. Have you ever had tacos? They're a Tuyalal's classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from corn flour, fill it with meat and salad. A lot of shops and stalls sell them, but I like how they're made here at the... Why? Half those letters do not register in my brain. Chebalyovtye? I'm guessing that's the closest I'm gonna get. And I need one right in front of me, right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order with old Brookeville. Bro, the way you write it, even with that, I have no bloody idea how. Hello, everyone. Ooh. Those kebabs.
Brookeville! My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Shit, now I want a taco.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Did you hear the Silver Scales are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Huh? Wow, I wonder if this is setting up something. But also, I wanted to comment. This is one of the super rare moments where the Warrior of Light actually eats something, I think, right? Like, there was a time in, like, a Realm Reborn leading up to Heaven's Word. But since Heaven's Word, you don't really eat with too many people. Oh, it's from an old dungeon? Wait, which dungeon? I forgot which ones the Silver Scales were with. It's not Satasha, right? Did I do this? I didn't do this, right? Hi, Ramiel! I mean, I've done every single dungeon. I've even done Carrots of Happiness, so I've done all of them. I've done all of them. Like, you gotta be more specific, that's the thing. But yeah, like hello, Wanderer's Palace. Yeah, they deserved it. They deserved it. Fuck them. Fuck the Silver Scales. Fuck the Silver Scales and no one touches the Tomberries. They literally did nothing. They were just kind of chilling. I love how the Wanderer's Palace part ends with all the Tomberries coming up to stab the boss. It's one of my favorite gags from Realm Reborn. But yeah, as I was saying, that's the thing I also really noticed is the Warrior of Light doesn't eat at all during the main story except for moments that they truly feel safe. Like when they're dining with Sir Emmerich. And even then they go like, oh no, thank you, no alcohol. And the sandwiches the Exarch prepares. And that's because every other time the Warrior of Light eats something, shit hits the fan. It's pretty much a given. If the Warrior of Light eats something, shit will hit the fan. So you kind of see the Warrior of Light eating less and less throughout the adventure, which is kind of funny. But also, oh no, wait! What's about to happen? Oh no. Oh no. Well,
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
beautiful example, Teslene's.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale, like our skeptical Erinville.
I can't can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
I gotta say, with the graphical update, it is extremely noticeable that that Miminu just does not have pupils.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils.
I mean, it's just how Dunesfolk look, but it just looks like she's dead inside. It's really funny. I mean, everyone would be after Ultima. Just saying. Am I talking about Ultima Thule? Ultima Weapon? Athena? Which one? I don't know. All of them. In that order.
Oh!
No!
If it isn't the third promise.
Hey guys, I think we found the Vothri. I think we found Vothri. Dude's fucking ripped, what the fuck?
Oh, no.
What the fuck do you mean you knew it? No, the tacos!
I don't know these ones. New salt.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Is that Varshan's voice actor? Is that Varshan's voice actor? It really sounds like him. Okay, there's some issues here, but we can work with it. We need like one paper bag and just kind of put it over the second head. Like, if we can put a bag over the head on the right, perfect.
Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us! Such an honor.
Glory on your name, brother.
Okay, but why is he so ripped?
And on yours, brother.
They had no business making him this ripped.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family.
Oh, I like that actually. Is it gonna be that the... I'm just gonna call it the royal family is actually pretty close-knit? And there's not really daddy or mommy issues involved? Because if so, I like that. I really like that. More positive parents in my fiction, please.
Unlike the sneeveling house cat, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn Servant.
I mean, like, I know the adoption part, but also it's kind of going into the found family with that, but... What I mean is, Final Fantasy truly is a fantasy setting. We have a dad that isn't abusive. We have a positive
All
father
peoples
figure.
are equal in Tulihiola. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
I mean, what if we just steal their kneecaps right now? Give us an advantage.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense. Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Honestly, we should just keep Cryo talking with the Buckle Jaja. So, Buckle Jaja develops neck problems, and we win instantly. I mean, look at that poor guy's neck.
Listen to me, you.
L plus ratio plus don't care.
A two-headed mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common.
So is it like
the Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo.
Oh, so they don't pronounce the G's. Okay.
The Bunewa. And the Dopro. Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubigo and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest.
We lost our
As
tacos!
such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is. I'll let Wooklamart know. Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
Oh, the tacos!
So it goes.
I really hope this is becoming a running gag where Wooklamart really wants a taco. And all throughout the tale, the method keeps getting dumber and dumber, but she keeps losing the tacos before she can eat it. Like some Looney Tunes bullshittery. And it just keeps getting more stupid. That's what I really want. And then at the end, like, the final, like in the credits, she has her taco. Floor taco? If Kadikar has taught me anything, floor tacos give you health. Those drums, I swear to God. Burukivu's lovingly made tacos went to waste. And it's all that brutish Bakul Jaja's fault. I was looking forward to trying some authentic Tuyal cuisine, but we must hurry and join Afano and the others at the palace. Alright, it's a bit of a climb to the top, but you can head up from the Resplendent Quarter or even the east side of the Talon March if you prefer. Now that you have an idea of how the city's laid out, I'll let you find your own way to Volok Chunsa. Ugh, my poor empty belly. Aww. Let's see if I can find my way up. I'm gonna try without a map. Holy shit, Gobi. Hello, Gobo. Hello. I feel like this is the right way. Oh, I love this kind of music. Huh. Huh. This is definitely a path. I'm just gonna... Oh, I hope that there's a song with a really good saxophone lick in there. That stuff is crack. This is the way, I think, right? It's up these stairs? Things up here, right? Nearly missed the stairs. Like, I need more saxophone licks in my life. Oh, I made it. Oh. Ooh, I want to see. Oh, those are the reefs that she was talking about. And the very handy harbor over there. That's just a Z. Spike your box, okay. Also, honestly, the Silver Scales had it coming. No one hurts tomberries on my watch. They're just funny little fellas with knives. Hello, Ethernet shard. I'm gonna be so pissed if I already got this one. Oh no, I didn't. Oh. Fixed it. See, this is how they should have done that castle in Alamigo. I forgot the name, but that thing. It feels so nice and grand. Do you have a better feel of the city now? There are so many narrow winding streets, but even if you get lost, all you have to do is keep heading up. And you'll arrive at the palace eventually. Bullshit! The food is amazing. At passing Mimolja, let us try a fruit called Karimoya? And it was just sublime. Cherimoya? Alamigo Castle. We saw a two-headed Mimolja on our way here. Another claimant in the right of a succession, according to Aaronville. Ooh, you saw them then. You made it. Good. Then we're all here. I'm still hungry enough to eat a whole roasted colibri, but the contest won't wait for us forever. Oh, it is like a cherry. He is beauty, he is grace, he'll die. He'll deal 9,999 damage to your face. Yeah. A Upon speaking to Aaronville, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Oh no. Is it a lot? Will my throat die if I watch this? That's the question. So I can watch them and then it's all good? Oh, okay, so it's probably just gonna set things up, right? You know what? I'll do that, and after that, I'll probably take a little rest, because seconds to the day, bitches. Blah, 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 blah. Set aside, blah, 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 blah. What the fuck were you talking about voiced? I have been lied to. What the fuck? I've acquainted the twins with the city as best as I could in a short time. Their unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult. Invariably, something would catch their eye, spurring them to run down an alley to investigate. It was like herding a pair of unruly curls. Welcome to my life, Aaronville. You're the babysitter now. You're not being paid. You'll get paid in exposure. I understand all too well. Charlene had the same effect on me. Right then, now it's time we saw the inside of the palace. Papa will want to know I'm home and to meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive he is, though, there's no telling what he might be in for. What we might be in for. Huh? Why is there a dragoon there? Oh, hey! I'm surprised Carl didn't know he was here.
When did he get here?
I was like, no, they wouldn't. Like, that's why I said dragoon, because it wouldn't be a Stygian again. What the fuck is he here? I mean, honestly, it isn't that far out of character for him. He just shows up, doesn't elaborate, attacks. That's not something I
What's the
said.
point? Why is he here?
There we go.
Oh, you know this man? Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunpurge to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
So the one Estilian is crossing blades with.
I mean, Alize has beef with him for good reason.
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter.
Oh my god, it's a DILF. Sup, fucker?
Know that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
Fuck you, Albuquerque. I'll do what I want. Wait, why is the
If
second
it's
head
formidable
covered?
you want, then look no further than that woman there.
Hi, yeah, I killed God, sorry. Not gonna fight you right now though, sorry. Hi. Why is your second head covered?
I see you, warrior.
No, I'm a dancer. I'll see myself.
We had no idea you meant to visit Tural.
I love how Estinian just doesn't have a reason, he's just chilling, honestly. I mean, he does have a reason, but he just came here to beat up Lizard Dad. Don't ever change, Estinian.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
Oh, right!
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I just love how Estinian's whole idea for coming here was, I have gone right. I will now go left. Dude is the kind of similar to Vuklamat in is a little confused but has the spirit.
I'm not sure I understand.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
And here I was calling you Wookiee. Oops. And then Estinian was with us. Yay!
Oh. When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solonash.
It's Erenville now, Don Servant. I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
I'm kind of interested in seeing how Erenville's whole story is gonna play out. There's something there. I want to know it, also because funny accent. I really like the accent.
Erenville, then.
He's supportive.
And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies.
Sup?
Ha! Old-tempered still. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their mettle, the hour of the right is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Then I shall leave you to it.
Nope.
Good fortune, my friends.
And he just... I mean, Growl's here. Growl, say something. Threaten him or something. And there it goes. Oh. There goes Angie Man. I like how Estinian's role's literally just, I'ma head out. He's literally that SpongeBob meme of like, I'ma head out.
The claimants are assembled.
Oh, right, one of them was a Makote. The one that studied at the in Ultralim, right?
Zorolja. The second promise, Ona.
There it is.
The third promise, Uklamat. And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakun Jaja. You four will compete in the rite of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Servant. I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away, and it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliyola is young, and so I look to thee always for inspiration. The rite of succession, the means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen. Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest. But the Tuliyola I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamulcha at all. So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well. Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
He's reasonable.
Now you have us to compete against.
Why is he so ripped?
Seems the one head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Our brother was in Shock Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself. To triumph in the rite of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Yogg-Tural and find the City of Gold.
Huh?
If I may, Father.
Speak, Kona.
So where are Orange and the Thancred to do the Miguel and Tilio bit? Where are they?
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
It's literally them. I know there's also this one meme where they're dressed up like Miguel and Tulio. I'm not gonna look for it for obvious reasons, because, oh dear god, that's a lot of spoilers. Well, I haven't been spoiled on anything yet, but thank you, very hot Mumble Jazz. But yeah, I also... Isn't this also the plot of One Piece? Isn't this the plot of One Piece?
I offer us proof, my unbroken word, for I have seen it with my own 4 eyes.
The city's
Find
real.
the One Piece.
All those years.
This was before the founding of Tuliyobo. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions, and we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City. I mean to have you do the same, but in order to achieve victory proper, you need to break the seal I put in place. Bring them.
What you taking? Oh shit, the music. Everyone gets a different one? Oh, they're from the pillars.
The Tuliyola saga.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth. Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you.
Oh, so we're gonna Pokemon this. It's literally shown in coin. Get the 7 gym patches.
Once you feed each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City.
Literally the gym battles.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
Here comes the speedrunner shuffling in. Let me just glitch through the wall right here. Let me just right. And then I'm gonna clip through the wall and I'm gonna make a sprint for exactly 4.36 seconds. And then I'm gonna let it reload and I'll be right in the middle of the Golden City.
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, give you a proper challenge. You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have this final indulgence.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja just as Caesar and be done with it.
Nah.
The rite of succession begins now. I'll be watching your progress with great interest. And Clement, remember to collect your tablets before you leave.
I feel like Wuklamatsuche was just going to forget the tablets. Trial?
You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
I am Cryle Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
I like how there were so many mouth movements just for ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my orders some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
They have different vocal cords, so just to pronounce the ah as like all those movements.
No, not at this time. I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the right of succession. But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Very well, Dawn Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City.
Aw, look at him.
Thank you for hearing my petition.
He's just chill. Ah yes, two Lalas, two very short Alizans.
She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galuf.
Huh. Dude's just chill like that. That's a lot of people.
Too late to change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this?
It's this or killing gods, I'll take this.
Our third promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm. Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil.
Erinville, you saw me get turned into a toad and stalk you. I think you of all people know how badly the Warrior of Light wants adventure.
If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
Gra's gonna get some screen time in flashbacks. We can't forget about the boy. I want to see what this journey leads. I've made my decision and I mean to see it through. I want to see it.
So you are committed to your path? I will speak no more of it then.
I was like, why is Atheno's neck so tilted? Why is he looking at the ground? Why is he sad? And then I just saw Kryl in the corner. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
What you got there, Aaronville? Look at it's behind chat, but you could see it was like looking down. Oh.
Here they come!
It's Zeralja!
Such a fearsome mien. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
Yeah, I was wondering about calling him by a choice name.
First promise, our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please!
Serelja.
Take heart, tiller of the soil. The Resilient son, blood heir to the Dawn Servant, has heard your pleas.
Politics!
Zeralja, the first promise and commander of the Landscape. Serelja, the Palaceer. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Zeralja is indeed the natural child of Bulul Jaja.
Oh, I think I kind of see where this is going. Because Bulul Jaja has two heads and it's kind of put there with, you know, two heads. And that's still kind of traditional, so every main person, so Zeralja has Zeralja. I'm guessing Wuklamat's quote-unquote second head is Aaronville?
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion. Common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children. Yet Zeralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire.
Is Owlsy gonna pick a fight with him?
Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists. This puts him in direct opposition to Wuklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Zeralja, the warmonger.
Kryl, are you alright?
She's trying really hard to form a thought letter.
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Zeralja's ambitions.
Holy shit, echo mention?
Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
Second promise, you must bring us more marvelous conveniences, more dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier.
Oh, that's that new race.
The elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new.
They kind of look like the Rito from
You
Wind Waker.
have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the right of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant. If you will excuse me.
Plain spoken, as always. That's Arcona. Practical to a fault.
Charlene Boo.
Here we have Kona, the second
He
promise.
spent like
who spent time as
a
a pupil
week
at
in
Charlene's own
Charlene.
studio.
Enough. It's like one of those people who goes to France for like a week and then claims that they're French.
Now
And they
that you mention
can't stop
it,
saying Poisson.
I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Charlian. He is the hope of those who prize innovation.
Aw yeah, bureaucracy!
As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser claimants. Oh, come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant.
Okay, hear me out.
That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliola. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your fealty. Well said.
Don't care, I will say it anyway.
The Mamulja have finally found peace in Tuliolal. A pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself. But one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
People are just walking away from Wuklamat. That's rude.
We wish for one thing and one thing only, third promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Turoli way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliolal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Apologies, it's hard to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
Aww.
I place our precious third promise into your care.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's promise, I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
It's fine. More than anyone. I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Better? Wuklamat, I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long, I should know.
Wuklamat literally just got called a special little girl by her mother.
Thank you, Namika. Well, we ought to be on our way.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
Well, see ya. Aw. Oh, I understand why Granati couldn't be here. Like, Wuklamat and Granati would keep feeding off each other. To the point where both of them would get more and more chaotic and more energetic, to the point where the whole continent would just implode on itself. So they just had to get Granati out of the way. As you just witnessed, Wuklamat has no great army of supporters, not yet at least. I don't know what drives the Royale, but it engulfs him like an inferno. So, Koana, the second promise, is intent on developing his country by means of Chilean invasions. Giving us background, I suppose it should come as no surprise. The two-head claimant, Bakul Jaja, treats everyone around him as lesser beings. No doubt he tried to elevate the Mamulja above other races should he become Dawn's servant. I don't like how the Garlean Empire afforded special status of two pure-blood Garleans. Well, so much for the brief reunion I had in mind. Papa's not one to waste time when he decides to act. I'm used to it by now, of course, but others are often caught off guard in any case. We should talk about how we're going to find the City of Gold. All we have to work with are the 7 tablets and their connection to the Tuiolal saga. Might I suggest first comparing the tablets against the pillars? We could check for any discrepancies between them. Good idea. Let's go and take a look. Okay, is this a good place to end it for now? I feel like it is. Also, hello, bit. I'm taking him with me through the whole damn journey. He's here with us. Alright, yeah. This is enough stream for one day, holy fuck. But yeah, emote? Emote? Really? Hold on, let me just... There you go. But yeah, Greta. I am literally built like... so was Greta. Greta was also intentional. But I did read somewhere that Dawntrail is one of the longest expansions, which kind of checks out with the whole shonen plot. It's the one piece of expansions, that's just what I'm gonna call it for now. Wait, wasn't that finally reaching its finale? I don't remember, but it's been going on for years. It checks out. But yeah, this feels like a good place to end it for now, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna leave it here for now. So, thank you all so much for being here with me. I am going to take a proper rest, and I'll see y'all again soon, okay? Alright, bye-bye!
Come